Hello everyone. Uh, I'm Ashutosh. These are my teammates Hemant Reddy and Govind Sikchi, and we are here with our professor Bhagyashi Thora. Our project is industrial fault monitoring system. So next slide. These are the basic outline of our project. We'll be covering the topics from introduction to the literature survey and conclusion and future scope. Everything in here. Next slide, please. Industries like petroleum, chemicals, oil and gas have a high risk of fire outbreaks, which could lead to huge destruction, so loss of property and most of all loss of lives. It is very important to have some system that can keep the premises secure and also inform the authorized people within the stipulated time if such an incident takes place. This project uses IoT and sends information to a website. Since the data is available live on website, immediate action can be taken. To the next slide. The literature survey. So we referred these papers from the journals to get the reference for our project from the first journal, which was written by Mr. R. S. Siddharth Raj and Dr. M. Sangeeta. Their project Android-based industrial fault monitoring system, which was published in 2017. They used the Bluetooth technology. So the advantage will be that it has less interference compared to other wireless technologies due to use of FHSS technique. Drawbacks should be limited range security. The bandwidth is lower compared to Wi-Fi. Onto the next paper, which was written by Akshara Viju, Prathamesh Shukla, Aditya Pawar, and Prathamesh Sawant. Their project IoT-based system was published in 2020. In this project, instead of using the Android Bluetooth technology, they use Wi-Fi technology. It is relatively low cost. Monthly service is less. The drawbacks would be the communication is not accessible in case of power outage or severed cable lines. So in our project, we use GSM modem so that we can overcome these drawbacks and make more perfect project. So the gap identification. The project is used when the in the case if the mechanical failures, accidents, and excessive internal and external stresses, because of which the industries can get into losses. So the fault detection can be done as early as possible, and the IoT system alerts and prevents the accidents. To the next slide. We'll be designing the industrial fault monitoring system. Our objective should be to safeguard the industries from damage, to monitor LBG, gas leakage, over temperature, and smoke, and in the end, alerting the clients. Next slide. Okay, Govind.
Mm, Proposed methodology. Industrial fault monitoring system is used to monitor the condition of equipments in the industry. A user gets indication through IoT data sent from the project. GSM model connected to the Arduino sends data to IoT. Buzzer is turned on when the LPG smoke temperature sensor cross the specific value. At that time, the buzzer will turn on. Next, block diagram of our project is this is a block diagram, and here we have a Arduino and three sensors: smoke, temperature, and LPG gas. Here we continuously monitor the values of the sensor. The data would be displayed on the LCD display. Simultaneously, the data would be sent through GSM to a website where it is continuously updated. If the values of the sensor cross the optimum values, then the buzzer will turn on and the people will be alerted. Proposed requirements analysis. Arduino uh, in the proposed requirement analysis, Resources we use as Arduino, LPG gas sensor, temperature sensor, smoke sensor, LCD display, GSM modem, buzzer, and power supply module. Arduino, the best. This is the most important segment of the project, and the Arduino is the responsible for reading the data from the input devices like sensor. Also, it controls the output devices like buzzer, LCD, and GSM modem. It is responsible for making decisions for the connected devices. It is responsible for prioritizing the all tasks. The Arduino integrated development environment software contains a text editor for writing code, a message area, a text console, a toolbar with buttons for the common functions, and a series of the series. It connects the Arduino hardware, upload the program, and communicate with them. In sensor, we use a smoke sensor. MQ9 smoke sensor has high sensitivity to carbon monoxide, methane, and LPG. The sensor could be used to detect the different gases containing CO and combustible gases. It is with a low cost and suitable for the different applications. Next one, we use a LPG gas sensor. The MQ6 is a simple to use liquefied petroleum gas sensor suitable for sensing LPG concentrations in the air. The MQ6 can detect gas concentration anywhere from 200 to 1000 ppm. This sensor has a high sensitivity and fast response time. And the output of the sensor is in analog voltage. Next one is we use is a temperature sensor. Uh, in temperature sensor, the LM35 series are precious and integrated circuit temperature sensors. Whose output voltage is linearly proportional to the Celsius temperature. And the LM35 has an advantage of over a linear temperature sensor calibrated in a Kelvin, as the user is not required to subtract a large constant voltage from its output to obtain the convenient country gate scaling. We have used a piezoelectric buzzer is in our project. The buzzer will be turned on when the sensor values goes above the desired value. And we use a GSM modem. A GSM modem is a specified type of modem which is accept a SIM card and operate over a subscription to a mobile operator, just like mobile phone. From the mobile operator perspective, a GSM modem looks like a mobile phone. Then, when a GSM model is connected to a microcontroller, this allows the microcontroller to use a GSM modem to communicate over the mobile networks. While these GSM modem are most frequently used to provide the mobile internet connectivity, many of them can also be used for the sending and receiving SMS. Uh, Whatever data is to be sent to a GSM unit is done through this RS232 link, 232 link. Level translator translate the voltage level to the RS232 compatible level, and it is realized with max 232. Next one is uh, internet of IoT platform used in this project is ThinkSpeak.com. ThinkSpeak is an open source IoT application and API. It stores retrieve data from the things using the HTTP and MQTT protocol over the internet or LAN.
Next, we have the impact analysis. Impact analysis on the society. The usefulness of this is it offers better security by constant surveillance. It takes taking active action by alerting emergency services. It could save the lives of the people and reduces losses. Harmfulness. It needs better equipment for cyber security since we are using IoT, and data can also be hacked. On the environment, the usefulness is by the chances of avoiding the industry accidents increases, preventing environmental disasters caused by accidents in industries, and preserving biodiversity. Harmfulness. The materials can cause pollution if not stored or disposed properly. Since power is needed, it leads to global warming. Professional and ethical practices to be followed. The recognizable risk of the IoT is a vast expanse of the World Wide Web and the ability of the system to function independently without direct human control. The IoT involves a huge number of connected devices via the internet and creates a new social, political, economic, and ethical landscape. Therefore, for a sustainable development of IoT, political and economic decision-making bodies have to develop proper regulations in order to be able to control the fair use of IoT in society. Engineers shall practice only in their areas of competence in a careful and diligent manner and in conformance with the standards, laws, codes, rules, and regulations. We should hold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public. Data security should be important. Data misplace should not be happen, and the data should be available only with proper authentication. Next, implementation. First, we go through the hardware implementation. This is a step-by-step implementation how we have completed this project. First, we have block diagram and component finalization. Next, we have prepared the circuit diagram. Then we have bought the components and tested them. Next, we have the PCB layout designing and manufacturing. These are the design calculations for the power supply of our system. Next, this is a circuit diagram of our system. Next, we have the software implementation in which algorithm. We have the algorithm. Next, we have the flowchart. Flowchart. First, we have after turning on the system, the sensors try to read the data. If the data is being read, then it checks if the sensor data is above the threshold value or not. If it's above the threshold value, then it means that there is a fault detected, and if the value of the sensor is below the threshold value, then there is no fault, and the values are displayed on the LCD and on the website. Uh, if there is a fault, then the buzzer will be turned on, and the data will be sent. The data will be displayed on LCD and the website. The data will be sent to the website through the GSM modem.
Okay, so the results and discussion. So our project monitors LPG gas leakage over temperature and smoke. So the faults are generally caused by the mechanical failure, accidents, excessive internal and external stresses. It is very necessary to detect the fault as early as possible. So this is why the kit is being made using Arduino to make its process faster. So it will detect three major faults and will give trip signals to relay. User gets indication through IoT data sent from the project. So these are our simulation results. So whatever the data that will be collected through our sensors, it will be collected on this IoT website. So this is our first data, that is of the LPG gas sensor. So it will be collecting data per minute. So that means on each every minute we'll get the new data and it will be refreshed. So it can be used for the historical purpose if we want to get the data from say a month or 2 months or an year. So the second slide we'll see the field chart displaying the value of the temperature sensor and the smoke sensor. These are the temperature sensors data and these are the smoke sensor data. So to the next slide. So these are our hardware results. So we'll be displaying our data on this LCD, where we can see the temperature, LPG, and the smoke sensors data. Uh, on to the next slide. On to the next slide, we can see when the particular sensor crosses the threshold value, it will indicate the message. It will turn on the buzzer. On to the next slide, please. So on the next slide, so as it is shown, SMS sent successfully. So the in the next slide, what will happen is simultaneously it will also send the data. It will also send the message to the user, the client, irrespective of its location. So this is how a project will be implemented. And the next slide. Conclusion. So with this knowledge of new techniques, we are able to make our life more comfortable. So the approach is we followed and which is explained in this project is novel and has achieved the target of IoT-based industrial fault monitoring system. We satisfying our user needs and requirements with a little bit of modification. The same circuit funds is used in many more applications. In future scope, we can make use of your machine learning, and in the future maybe our project will be of complete human independence and it will perform on its own. So uh, so I would like to show you the video of our project, of our full project. These are references, Badal. So this is our project. This is our hardware part with GSM modem, power supply, and these are LCD display where our message will be displayed. And we have the sensors. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you.